Game on.
Every time we've seen a sign that Huybrechts could be getting back to his best, it's usually followed pretty swiftly by a hurdle, a barrier, a bit of a dip.
59.
What are we going to see tonight? Rob Malarkey's alongside me to find out.
Yeah, good question, Dan. Thank you very much indeed. It's on paper, I suppose, and according to the bookies, it's a match that should go to Kim Huybrechts, but Ryan Harrington worked so hard to come through that associate member qualifier last night. He won 5 matches to take his place in the main draw here.
140.
And the final match was a 6-3 win over the Dutchman Chris Landman. The averages weren't spectacular from Harrington last night. They didn't have to be. His best average over the course of the evening was 91.7. But he pretty much outgunned everybody that he came up against over the course of the evening. But this is a very different proposition. But as you say, Ryan's had some highlights of late, especially what he called the biggest performance of his career at the Grand Slam last year.
140.
Well, family affair here in Belgium. Kim's brother Ronnie's here, obviously. Okay, the 180's elite double 15. It's an option. And Ryan's being watched by his dad, the great Rod Harrington, former world number 1 and 2-time world match play winner.
60.
So, you left it, Kim.
You take it out. Where's he going in?
Where is he going in?
No score.
Nowhere near it, turns out.
61.
Well, this would be some way to start things off for Harrington, but he won't take out the 161. Playing in his 4th European Tour event, he had a couple last year. We'll go into those in a bit more detail because there was a bit of a backstory behind one of them. But here's Huybrechts looking at double 15 again, and Harrington trails 1-0.
Ryan to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, this is his 4th European Tour event. 2 of his previous 3 came last year. There was a 6-0 defeat by Florian Hempel, who was very impressive, wasn't he, in that match in the opening round of the Dutch Darts Masters in Zwolle.
I hope we see a lot more of Florian Hempel.
I really hope so. I said at the time that I really hope so, but we haven't so far. But maybe this is the year that we see a bit more of him. But then Harrington bounced back in Denmark in style. He beat Niels Jorgen Hansen 6-4, and then he gave Gerwin Price a real run for his money in a 6-4 defeat in round 2. Harrington averaged almost 98 that day. It was a really good performance. He was buzzing afterwards as well, if you remember.
Yeah, quite a fiery game, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he had his chances as well, I thought, late on.
84.
But yeah, unable to keep hold of his tour card that he won at the start of 2018. He secured it via the Q-School Order of Merit that year, but failed to retain it at the end of last year, but had that great run to the last 16 of the Grand Slam in November. £10,000 he earned for that. It was a big deal for him.
Yeah, not enough to save that tour card, and he couldn't win it back at Q-School.
174.
That's a heck of a setup shot from Ryan there to leave himself a 2-darter.
100.
Kim probably needed another treble there. Beautiful. Oh, there must have been a little voice telling him, don't miss inside, don't miss inside. And then he's gone and missed inside. And he is coming back to the board, but he's coming back looking at double 3, or possibly 2 for double 2. I'll be interested to see which way he goes.
Yeah, fine margins for Harrington. Yeah, he's come inside. He's now in the madhouse looking at double 1 to level things up. Huybrechts ready to pounce on 52, and there we have it. This starts at doubles for Ryan Harrington, 4 of them, and it's opened the door for Huybrechts on double 16. He loves this portion of the board. That's one of the reasons why, because he was confident in taking that one out.
The leg, Kim to throw first.
17-dart break of throw, and Ryan Harrington already behind the 8 ball here, looking to get a win over Kim Huybrechts, something he has not managed before. Twice they've played, twice he's been beaten. Once in the Netherlands in a Players' Championship event, back when they played those. That was almost a decade ago, that.
140.
And then also in a UK Open qualifier a couple of years ago.
100.
Winner of this will take on Jeffrey Desvan, the number 15 seed here this weekend.
He did bat Ronnie Huybrechts 5-0 in one of the qualifiers for that Grand Slam, in the Grand Slam qualifying programme. Yeah, terrific. Actually, he beat Desvan in that as well. Couldn't think of it now you mentioned Desvan as well. Ted Evans and James Wilson. It was a terrific run to get through the Grand Slam qualifier.
Yeah, good selection of scalps there for Harrington, and then obviously came through his group at the Grand Slam of darts, which is
54.
not an easy thing to do.
No.
He was in a group with Peter Wright, Danny Noppert and Wayne Warren. Wayne Warren, the man who would go on to become BDO World Champion, of course.
127.
Now then, got to go for this.
So we had 2 future world champions in that
Yes.
group.
For the ball, we're 127 and game. No.
You were dying for that to happen.
Give me a record 120.
Huybrechts, 60 away. Topsy once, moves over to the right-hand side this time. The finishing has been good from Kim Huybrechts. Ryan Harrington missing those 4 darts at a double in the second leg, and he's been punished once again there.
Somebody sporting a Kim Huybrechts scarf there, which I'm a big fan of. Although, I'm not a fan of the half and half scarf,
I was
but if
just
there's a
gonna say.
Kim and Ronnie one, I'm all over that.
Or if there's a Kim and Ryan Harrington one,
Kim, I mean,
that would be amazing.
they've not had a long while to knock those up. If they've knocked up some Kim Huybrechts, Ryan Harrington since the draw was made yesterday,
Yeah,
and then I salute you, Belgian scarf makers.
you could easily get one knocked up to say
140.
Ryan Van Gerwen, because you've had plenty of time.
Oh, yeah.
But this, and they've done what? Were they on course for 80 odd meetings or something now?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But this, could be a market there.
Well, maybe when they first played each other in 2011, and they went, oh, I can see this being a
regular
grudge match over the coming decade. It's only the second time since then you've had a chance to dig out the old Ryan Harrington, Kim Huybrechts half and half scarf.
But that's why you're making money, you see. If you've got one of those.
You bide your time, don't you? That's it. You know. Back in 2011, it cost nothing to put together. Now you're flogging them 100 times the price. Rob Larkin, his sharp scarf selling practices.
The half and halves. Half of the halves. Will it ever catch on? Probably not.
44.
Well, we can always hope. Ryan Harrington hoping to get a first leg.
Yeah, he's 3-0 down. I'm not sure he deserves to be 3-0 down.
He's on a
3-1 down.
They've let Kim to the rover.
Here a pin drop after that one went in. Kim Huybrechts almost qualified for the European Championship last year. He was 33rd on the European Order of Merit. Just a grand or well, it was a grand short of the cut-off point, which was occupied by Ross Smith.
Yeah, one game away, wasn't it? He played some really good darts at the back end of last year.
His comeback on the European
61.
tour was strong. That's why he was 33rd. And then, of course, he had that brilliant run of the World Champs as well, where he beat Rob Cross in the second round, then beat Danny Noppert as well, before losing to Luke Humphries, which was perhaps a little bit of a surprise given everything that had gone before.
Yeah, in the end, we had the final event, didn't we, in Gibraltar, and Kim went there knowing he needed to go on a run. He beat Justin Pipe, which was a very tricky first round game, particularly with the way Justin was playing at that time. Saw off Johnny Clayton, and then James Wade did for him, and shattered his dreams in the way that James Wade has shattered many people's dreams over many, many years.
Yeah, and the problem was he only played in 5 European Tour events last year, but did well in 2 of them, made the final day in 2 of them. Did have a habit of coming up against good competition as well. James Wade, Sulic, Aspinall, Peter Wright beat him in the opening tournament of the year as well.
Oh, is he going to go for this?
He might do, you know.
Is he? Is he? I mean, he was. You might be left in 2 minds after that dart. But Ryan Harrington has just put his foot to the floor here, and he's coming back strongly into this game.
33.
Yeah, 1 for double 16 for Harrington.
He's on
Playing
the
the
fifth leg.
percentages and
Harrington.
playing it very well indeed.
Sixth leg.
Huybrechts throw, and he's now trying to
Rover.
level this match. And all of a sudden, you look back at that second leg where Ryan missed 5 darts at double, and this game could be very, very different. 3-0 up Kim Huybrechts, and now you're kind of wondering who's on top.
double because one of them was the single one to square it off. So
yes, you're right. Sorry, I do beg your
that's why
pardon.
it says 0 from 4 there. Just
Yeah,
to
there we go.
highlight that. Yeah. If there was any confusion out there in the number of doubles, but yeah, the point is that had it gone the other way, then Harrington would have been leading 3-2. As it is, he's still involved it.
Yes, and that fifth dart at double in the following leg, so a couple of legs where he's had darts at double and not been able to get the job done. First to the double in both of those legs as well. They're the ones where dart players, they'll admit they'll win legs that they shouldn't and they lose legs that they should have won, but their general thing is if I'm first at the double, if I'm throwing first at a double, that leg should have been mine. They expect to hit.
Is a European Tour champion, 2 times a European Tour champion, Sindelfingen 2015, almost 5 years ago, and the Dutch Darts Masters in 2013 as well.
84.
His most recent final was in Riesa in 2017.
Well, that's it. Could have been more, couldn't it? He's been a regular. Certainly used to be going deep in Euro Tours all the time.
He used to be seeded as well for these European Tour events. He was seeded when he last made a semi-final against Steve Lennon a couple of years ago in Zwolle.
He required 160.
But here he is looking at 160. Harrington's lurking on 70, so you suspect this has to go. Good first dart, not followed up by the second. There is a nice setup by Kim, just to take out at 70. There's pressure on this now for Ryan. Can he complete the comeback to 3-3? Now, what's happened there? He's hit a single one. Rescued.
Missed this earlier.
Yeah, double six. And he's missed it again, and this time by a longer margin. A wider margin. And Huybrechts can step in and clean up here and rub more salt into the wounds for Ryan Harrington. That one's further away. And that one's inside. And a bit of a let off here for Ryan Harrington. Now then, he went for the double 3 before. He's gone for it again. He's missed outside this time. He's missed outside again. The crowd are just beginning to play their part here as well. That one's even further away. Moving in the wrong direction.
Ryan Harrington giving an illustration on why double 3 is only favoured by one man on the planet, and that is little Richard Ashdown. 4-2. The Belgians are happy once more. Jackie the Hat's typical big celebration, perhaps a little bit muted because he knows they're lucky that their man is 2 legs clear here.
Richard Ashdown and Martijn Kleermaker, by the way.
Yeah, yes.
The tallest man in the tournament this weekend, taking out double 3 earlier today when it looked very awkward for him, but it was neat and tidy enough. Well, Harrington's smiling about this, but deep down he'll be absolutely furious with himself because he's made a really good fist of this. Good for a few fine margins here and there. It could so easily have been a very different story.
Yeah, well, Ryan...
Just going astray here, isn't it? 45.
Back playing Challenge Tour stuff now. When he was last playing Challenge Tour, before he had that 2-year tour card spell, he won one of them in 2017. That was him gearing up to getting on the tour and mixing it with the big boys. The opening Challenge Tour weekend didn't go well for him. At Q School, he was actually looking alright. He was playing really well, and then went out in a game where he missed a whole load of chances, and that just ended his hopes. This is undoubtedly the biggest game that he's played since Q School, and it's one that he feels he probably shouldn't be 2 legs behind. I don't know what you'd class as a fair score in this one, but feels like it's been a bit closer.
Yeah.
65.
But Huybrechts here has plenty in hand. This could be another troubleless visit for Ryan Harrington. And
Do we require 96?
Huybrechts leg to lose now. This for 5-2, double 18. Deciding combination once again, that 2-dot combination for Kim Huybrechts. And he clearly makes the most of that celebration as well. That's worth its weight in gold for Kim Huybrechts. 5-2 to the good. And that meets him with Jeffrey Desvan looking increasingly likely now.
Yeah, what a day for the Huybrechts household, with Ronnie upsetting the odds to beat Luke Humphries. Kim looking like he's going to see off Ryan Harrington. The Belgians have had it good so far today. Mike de Decker Very impressive in beating Ron Meulenkamp, and Jeffrey Van Egdom and Dimitri Vandenberg could cap a fantastic day for the host nation and their fans.
Name a famous Belgian, there's loads of them right there for you. The most famous sports star is from Hasselt.
Kevin De Bruyne.
He is a sportsman, one of the highest earning sportsmen in Europe, if not the world.
Is he a golfer?
No.
100. Give me 132.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Talk about that in a moment.
Well, go on, tell me, because this game might be about to come to an end.
144.
Max Verstappen, he's Dutch, but he was born in Belgium. There you go.
Oh.
But it's Kim Huybrechts who's racing towards the checkered flag here. 20s is the target for a place on the winner's podium. Double 10 instead. Harrington might nick another leg here, you know. Because Huybrechts is just a fraction outside. And okay, it's just for a holder throw, but this will just frustrate Kim Huybrechts a little bit, having squandered match darts.
Bit wild.
20.
No help to him. Kim Huybrechts, he's had his problems in this area of the board, double 15 and double 10. He may be chasing up to double 5 in a second. He is. But that works for him, and it is 6-2, and a superb opening day of the inaugural Belgian Darts Championship continues for these fans here at the Etihad Arena.